Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to cover how to use hanging as a method of increasing shoulder flexibility and improving grip and upper back strength. So we're going to cover why hanging is important, how to set up properly, the different progressions you want to use, and also how you can include hanging into your workout routine. So I'm a big fan of hanging because it's a great bang for the buck drill that you can use to increase your flexibility and strength. It doesn't require that much equipment, it's time efficient, and it's easily integrated into your program. So it's just a good effective drill. And hanging is quite a natural expression of your upper body flexibility, and it's something we all have as children, but it's something we lose over time as we get older and we kind of stop hanging. There are two different types of hangs that I like to program, and it's passive and active. So a passive hang is going to be a hang with the shoulders relaxed and the scapula in elevation. So you're going to allow the scapula to sink down towards the floor, and you're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. The active hang, on the other hand, is going to be done with the scapula in depression. So you're going to shrug the shoulders away from the ears and lift yourself up against the resistance of gravity. If you're a more naturally stiff person and you want to improve your flexibility or mobility, you want to go with the passive hangs to stretch and lengthen the muscles that restrict shoulder flexion. But if you're a more naturally flexible person and you want to increase scapular and shoulder strength, you want to use the active hangs to improve the strength around the scapula by consistently working against gravity. In terms of equipment, you can use pretty much anything that you have available that you can grip and hang from. Personally, I like to use the rings or the bars. The good thing about the rings is that you can adjust the height of the rings. So if you want to use support, you can adjust the difficulty. If you use a bar, you'll most likely need to be able to have some kind of box available so that you can adjust the difficulty and intensity of the hang. When you hang, you want to make sure that you're firmly gripping the bar in the middle of the hand. You want to wrap the thumb around the bar to get a good grip. And if your grip strength is a limiting factor, you can use chalk to increase the grip. It's still going to be effective and it's still going to increase your grip strength. You can just reduce the amount of chalk that you use over time to continually build that grip strength. For the progressions of hanging, I recommend starting with a feet supported hang. So with the rings, you would simply have the feet on the floor. And if you use the bars, you might have to use a box or a bench. And the idea is simply to take some load off using the feet as support. You can do both the passive and the active hang with the feet supported. So it's just a preference of if you want to focus on your passive or active flexibility. So with this progression, you can either increase the hold times to increase the volume, or you can reduce the support from the feet to increase the intensity of the hang. And when your feet are starting to get very light on the floor, you can then transition into a free hang where you hang freely from the bar with no support from the feet. And once you're proficient with the two-arm hanging, meaning that you can hang with two arms for 1 to 2 minutes, you can then transition into focusing on the one-arm hang. You would start again with a one-arm hang with the feet supported to build up the volume, and then transition into a free one-arm hang, building up to around 30 to 60 seconds on each side. So pick your focus, passive or active. Choose a progression that is appropriate to your current level. Focus on increasing the volume and increasing the intensity. Go through the progressions and work your way from feet supported, not feet supported, and then to one-arm hang. And remember that for the active hangs, you can either do an isometric where you just hold actively at the top of the movement, but you can also work on dynamic repetitions with pauses in the top. You want to pick a progression that you can hold for at least 15 to 30 seconds. If you can only hold it for about 5 or 10 seconds, it's going to be very hard and take a lot of time to accumulate enough volume to make progress. So make sure to pick an appropriate starting progression and then build it up from there. So to implement hanging into your workout routine, I have two different methods that I like to use. So the first method is to use it as a part of your warm-up. So you would simply do one hanging progression for 2 to 3 sets prior to an upper body pushing or pulling workout. The second method I like to use is greasing the groove. So you would simply do short sets of hanging throughout the day. I would try to accumulate 2 to 5 minutes of hanging and then try to increase the hang time each week. Alright, so that is how you can integrate hanging into your workout routine or daily life to increase and unlock both your flexibility and upper body strength. If you have any questions about hanging or need some help with your hanging, drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you want to learn more and train with me personally, you can join my GymMove training app. You'll have the first link in the description. It includes both programs, coaching, community, on-demand workouts, video tutorials, pretty much everything you need to unlock both your strength, flexibility and handstand training all in one place. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video and I'll see you in the next one.